And the Wolverines will kick it off to get us underway. Well, that'll give them good field position as he kicks it out of bounds. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Line gets set, first down. Gonna run it, it's Woodhead. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season? You know, the first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you can finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. And really, there's been so much anticipation building up to this top 25 matchup. So which team can control their emotions, I think, goes a long way in who wins this one.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll try the outside to the left. At the 40, there he goes. And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line. The Bobcats want to pick up the tempo.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to stop this guy. They better rally to the football and get multiple hats because he is not easy to bring down.
Strong run, picks up 6 down to the 22-yard line. They say all games count the same, but you get to this portion of the season and a chance to win a top 10 battle like this carries a little extra weight.
And whoever keeps the top 10 number beside their name after this game will have earned it because these two teams are very talented, David. We're now at the midpoint of the season. We're starting to get an idea of who these teams are. We're going to find out a whole lot more here today, though.
Yeah, dang right. How much implications down the road does this have? But how about you get an idea of exactly where you stand right in the middle of the season, playoffs down the road, make your statement here today.
Leaves it with the back. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going, handing the ball off.
Ball spotted at the 27. They're facing a 3rd and long to try to keep their hopes of a touchdown alive. From the gun, wants to pass. Pass on the way, it's picked off. Got room on the return. The 40. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Michigan. And this defense coming up with points of their own. What an interception return.
And they come up with a huge pick 6, and that is one of the reasons this defense has been so dominant all season long. They don't give up big plays, but they take the football away. And once they do, they've got better athletes than you do. They're hard to bring down. They can flip the game on a dime.
He'll call for the fair catch here. Texas State has the football back, and they'll go on offense. That last pick 6 after a drive like that, David, can swing the momentum of a game.
The defense is still celebrating. I mean, such a big play. I mean, they gave up some yards but did what they're supposed to do. Now, Jesse, this offense has to put a drive together.
Yeah, they have to recapture some momentum here. What they can't do is go 3 and out and give the ball right back.
Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40.
And runs like that are like body blows in a boxing match. 4, 5, 6-yard gains early turn into 20, 30, 40-yard gains later. They really wear down defenses, and they test their physicality.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty.
What did they find these officials? My son's high school guy?
And now on 2nd down for this offense. A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense. Touch pass on the run. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On 3rd down, he drops the throw. On the move, he fires. He can't make the grab. It's incomplete, but there is a flag, and I believe this is going to be pass interference. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. Wide receiver shows motion. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on 1st down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on 1st down. It's 2nd and 3. Wide receiver coming across in motion. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Finally pulled down, but not before. Moving the chains for a 1st down.
This is a guy that can find you the hit yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that 1st down.
And the Bobcats are moving quickly down the field. Give to the running back. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
The big defensive tackles in the middle, they're not always the best pass rushers, but they are strong, and I say country strong. They put their hands on you, you feel it. They lock people out on the line of scrimmage. They create separation. They wrap running backs up, and usually they don't get out of the midst of those big boys.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. Fires to the wideout. And it's caught. They stop him at the 22. 15-yard pickup on the play. And a 1st down just outside the red zone. The Bobcats come to the line with a new set of downs. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Texas State. And they'll put that scoreboard operator to work Michigan puts 6 on the board. And the extra point puts them on top by 1. An impressive 66-yard touchdown drive. And the scoring play comes on a touchdown pass from 22 yards out. The kickoff team out there getting set. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll run this play from the pistol. Single back formation, and they give it to him. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line.
Hey, 5 to 6 yards a pop. I don't know if you guys are really good at math, but that usually equals a first down every couple of carries. So don't forget about the run game. Keep them honest and pound that rock.
Second down here as they go back to work after the break. Right back to the well. Just plowing ahead. That run epitomizes a veteran, savvy senior who knows how to find space.
What a nice run there. And from the beginning of time, Michigan football has been synonymous with running the football. You can think back to Tyrone Wheatley, Anthony Thomas, Chris Perry, Hassan Haskins, big physical runners that also had sprinter speed and that could change the game. This dude right here, every time he has the football, he has the ability to go the distance, and that's what makes this Michigan offense so dangerous.
These guys have really performed at a high level in SEC play, and the task is to try to keep this groove going.
Yeah, when you start the season like this, man, this is exactly what you drew up. Win your conference. Be great in your conference. Get to the conference championship. I'm not putting the cart before the horse, Palmer, but great start.
No doubt. To win the SEC is a long road. You know about that. I know about that personally. And they just got to take one game at a time. They've done an outstanding job of doing that this year.
I like feeding my guy. I like getting my running back touches, feeding the ball so he can break some of those big runs. But I'm also okay with these little ones. Set the tone, stay balanced.
Just this side of midfield, the defense trying to rise up on 3rd and short from the 49. It's complete to the right. That's where they'll mark him a very productive play and a first down.
Nice poise by the quarterback. Here's a big 3rd down throw, and you want to push the ball vertically down the field, but if the defense takes it all away, check the ball down. Get it to your running back and let him go do the work and move the sticks for you.
The Wolverines look to keep this drive humming. From the gun, the give, looking for room.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
They can really be aggressive after that last play at 2nd and 3. Running back searching for a hole. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it. On the option. Now the pitch. Got enough space. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverines.
We know football gets harder when you start to get in the red zone and the field shrinks. Who needs that? Break the long touchdown run. Nice job by the back. Seeing the hole, exploding through, getting a long touchdown.
And he puts through the extra point. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Fair catch called for and made. Texas State gets the football back, and here comes the offense. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding up in the end zone, Jesse?
That's why recruiting is so important. They've got weapons at every skill position on the field. Any of these guys is dangerous if they touch the football. Let's see what they do on this drive, David.
And so, Palmer, I got to take away something. I can't let them have everything and have success. I got to be aggressive against the run or play for the pass. I can't give them everything.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Motion from the offense. Quick touch pass to the receiver. Crosses to 40. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44. And the Bobcats come to the line in the hurry-up.
Yeah, way to be creative. Way to get the ball in the perimeter really quickly, get some speed outside. All you got to do is secure that edge, and you're just trying to get that first down. Nice job. Nice play call by the offense.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel this early in the game.
Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Trying to get the corner. Powers through the defender. And he throws hands with that strong, stiff arm, but still not a lot of running room there.
And a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
A 3rd and long coming up here. From the gun, wants to pass. And they got him for the sack. The defense coming up big there, and the sack is great, but the secondary deserves some credit too.
No doubt. When you can cover like that in the secondary and drop back in your zone and only rush a few, and you feel comfortable getting home and they're going to get to the quarterback, that is a great feeling, and that's fun to be a defensive coordinator calling the plays.
Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. That running game was impressive, taking them right down for a touchdown last time, David.
Yeah, just mauling. No secret play calls, just simply we are more physical than you, and we're pounding the football right at you.
So if you're on offense this next drive, take a look at their safeties and see if they're creeping up into the box. Because of your success running the football, this might be time to take a shot down the field and play action.
Got 6 on 1st down, now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. He's out past the 35. The offense will have to use its first time out of the half.
It's so important this offense is able to get this guy the ball in space, especially on the perimeter of the field. And I love that last play call because he's able to get outside and use his speed. To me, that's where this guy is most dangerous.
And And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. Six-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 4. Give to the back. Runs through the tackle. That run epitomizes a veteran, savvy senior who knows how to find space. And the Wolverines headed quickly to the line. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. The play action fake. And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with the sack. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. One more snap coming before halftime. And the defense able to get him down, and that should bring us to the end of the half. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. And it's 4th down, but with this time on the clock, why wouldn't you give it one more play before halftime? Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. He's inside the 10. And he's knocked down, but there's also laundry on the field. We'll see what the officials have called. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. The Bobcats will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. First down for this offense. They'll start the third quarter with the run. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
And it's just simple first down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Dropping back, it's Burks. Got his man quickly. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chain.
Well, the defense did a nice job taking everything away down the field, but once the drag route was caught, they just couldn't rally to the ball carrier in time to make a tackle, and as a result, new set of downs.
They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. They go to the ground. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Those are the kind of plays in the second half you have to make. This back has had plenty of success. He's gotten a lot of touches. Now, defensively, we've got to show him things are about to be different.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. He's looking to throw. Extending the play. Holds it in. Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line.
And a big reason why this team has the lead in this game is because of plays like that. They know they've got firepower throwing the ball. They've got the dudes outside that can make things happen. You saw it in the first half, and you see it here again early in the third quarter.
Quickly to the tight end. Finds a crease at the 20. He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after the big play up top. The Wolverines moving quickly to the line. Pushes toward the goal line. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
You can't let the same guy beat you over and over and over again. You got to make adjustments. Sometimes you got to bring more guys in the box, more guys to the football, and make sure he's not the one who beat you.
And the D deny them on 2nd and goal. And he's sprinting. He'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Michigan. Offense gets the job done again. You want to build that cushion as we get deeper into the second half.
Man, it makes it easy, doesn't it? You start getting up by a couple possessions, making the offense very predictable on the other side. Great job by the offense extending their lead.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive and close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. He'll call for the fair catch here. Texas State has the football back, and they'll go on offense. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. He wants to pass it on 2nd down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
All right, you've dug yourself a little bit of a hole offensively. You know you're going to have to throw it here in the second half. You're going to have to make sure, though, you do a better job up front with your pass pro. You got to keep your quarterback standing upright.
Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. Wide receiver now comes in motion. On 3rd down, going up top. Makes the catch on the left. Hit the afterburners, kid. Touchdown, Texas State. And once he got loose, it was all over. That touchdown grabbed the 25th of his career.
Not surprising either. When you've got this guy's ability, that position, quarterbacks are going to be looking for you. 25 touchdown catches, that's an impressive figure.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys that have been so big time. Big time moments, clutch plays, makes those contested catches. He's a guy that can do everything, and that's why he's putting up such great stats.
Fair catch called for and made. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make, because they got to stop the bleeding right now.
Fast motion from the offense. completion to the right. And he goes down right there, but a solid pickup, and it'll be a first down. We talk a lot about Michigan building its offense around the running game, but they've always had an effective quarterback who can make plays down the field.
And I think some people hear effective, Reese, and take that as an insult, right? Like, I don't want to hear about my quarterback being effective. I want him to be explosive. I want him to be dynamic. But Michigan doesn't really have those guys most of the time at that quarterback spot. But when they find those good ones, they have great seasons.
And that was some kind of collision between a couple of big bodies there, and he stopped from getting the first down.
So surprised we have not been calling this guy's name more. He's one of the best tight ends in the country, but give the defense credit. They have had an outstanding game plan, limiting him so far. That's only his second catch of the game.
The inside handoff. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Second down coming up. Wants to throw. It's Burks. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. No, what a move! Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36.
How nice is it as a quarterback when you don't have to throw post routes to get great stats? No, I can just throw it quickly to one of the fastest players in the entire nation and let him burn this defense.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. Brought down at the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 6. He's piled up 97 yards on the ground, and just another day at the office for the national leader in rushing. Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Drives ahead for 3 to the 27-yard line. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. To the ground to try to move the chains. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Gain of 14. That's the end of the third quarter. With the score, Michigan 20, Texas State 14.
First down to start the drive after the break. To the ground with the back. Works his way down to the 10-yard line after a pickup of 3. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Quick pass on the jet motion. One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. Trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, David. It puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
To the air, it's Burks. He makes a grab. And he was pushing for that goal line, but the D stopped him at the 2. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to 3rd down. You get them to those critical points. Now they get the 1st down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
And they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge.
As a quarterback, you've got to know in this area of the field, it's tough to throw, right? The windows, they open and close so quickly when you get down to the red zone. What helps you is running the football, but that's tough today because you're going up against one.
And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Wolverines. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row. Getting set for the point after. And the extra point makes this a 13-point game here in the fourth. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Toledo is ahead in this one. This team plays a hard-nosed brand of football there in the MAC, but they're a long way from closing this out. They're up by a field goal over Missouri. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this college football matchup.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Wide out in motion. They'll throw it on first down. Finds his man. It's Woodhead. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there.
I think if you're the head coach at this point, you're telling your offense, it doesn't matter what's happened at this point of the game. Obviously, things haven't gone our way, but we have a chance to execute in a 2-minute situation and give ourselves a chance to win. Let's go do it one play at a time.
Twist his way through. And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain. And the Bobcats in the hurry-up. Quarterback checking the play. He'll ride his man on the option. He'll toss it. At the 45 on his way. He's piled up 87 yards on the ground, and he has his eyes fixed on leading the nation in rushing.
Well, that's kind of the advantage of third and medium, right? Is the defense, you keep them guessing. You can throw it, you can run it. That time to hand it off, and you pick it up.
Yeah, and you can see the D drop back a little bit. It creates a little bit of space. The running back blasts through, gets the first down.
And the defense at this point understands that the offense is going to have to try to throw the football, all right? They already got a lead, so they're now pinning their ears back and getting after this guy, trying to get him to the ground.
Running back goes in motion. On second down, he'll fire. Unloads it left. Got his man.
I'll tell you, you cannot count this team out because of who's playing quarterback. When this guy's in the game, it's never over. Yeah, they're trailing here in the fourth quarter, but this dude can put up points quickly. They're bringing heat. He'll pull it down and run. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Man, if I'm the offensive line, I got to do a better job initially protecting my quarterback. And then once he scrambles out of that pocket, he starts to go to the left, I got to stick with the play because then he gets whacked at the end of the play. And instead of helping my quarterback up, I got to make sure I protect him a lot better moving forward.
They'll try again on second down after the incompletion. On the option. He'll pitch it. And that might have been a bad read as the defense just swarms all over the pitch man. Seventh play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down.
The offense has got to find something here in the fourth quarter. You can tell pressing a little bit. They need that big play. They want that big play to try to make this game a better ball game. Took the shot, unsuccessful, but I wouldn't be surprised if they take some more of those.
On 4th down, looking to pass. Makes the grab, and it's plenty for the first down. And that's where they'll mark him, but a very productive play, and they'll move the chains.
That's a great example of the receiver knowing exactly where the first down marker is. He got the depth he needed to get, so once he was able to make the catch, he already...
And the quarterback is toast back at the 35.
Well, the offense trying to stay aggressive, right? You just came up with a huge play, and right away you go back to another pass, but you got to do a better job protecting your quarterback. Can't give up a sack there.
That last play, the kind of thing that can mess up a really good drive. It's 2nd and 17. He's looking to throw. Fires to the middle. He makes a catch. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And the defense gets to him, but not before he reaches the 2. He's racked up 92 yards rushing, and that should be no surprise. He's been among the nation's elite all season. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Power football with the run. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, what a great job by the defense. You got to understand, it's physical time, right? They want to run the football when they start getting inside the 5. Nice job getting penetration, getting the tackle for the loss.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. And he sprints to the end zone. Touchdown, Bobcats.
Yeah, and that's step 1. Great job by this offense getting in the end zone. Now you got to go get the stop. You got to get the football back. You got to find a way to do something to create a turnover, get an onside, to get the football back, to get back in this football game.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. They got one of the touchdowns they needed, and they'll try to get the ball back right now with the onside kick. Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball. Here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. So we've got a tight spot here, David. They'd love to run out the clock, but all those timeouts staring at them.
Yeah, they got 3 timeouts on defense, but I know a first down ends this football game. So I got to get my guys physical, ready to roll.
Yeah, because you know this defense is going to be playing the run. They're going to be loading the box, trying to get tackles, using their timeouts to get the football back. So this is going to come down to who's better in the trenches.
Wouldn't be surprised to see them go right back to the run on 2nd down and maybe put this thing away. And the Wolverines pick up the first down. Defense will take a timeout with 28 seconds left.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the first down.
Now on 1st down from the 28. It's reverse. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. The Wolverines want to crank the tempo. Trying to beat him to the corner on the right. That one did not go well. Tackled in the backfield for a loss of 6. They get the timeout, and the clock reads 3 seconds. got a ways to go on third down from the 24 as this defense tries to force him into a field goal try. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Timeout is called with just a single second left. They'll keep the offense on the field on fourth down already with a one-possession lead. Try to get it on the ground. Fights off a defender. He's not going to get there, and they'll have to give up the football. After the stumble earlier this year, a lot of people wrote this team off. People might be searching for spots on the bandwagon again now.
Yeah, give this coaching staff a lot of credit too, Reese, because they made a few tweaks and adjustments schematically to their personnel as well, and they've really now seemed to find a nice rhythm.
And it's hard to find that early in the season, but the good teams figure out who they are, what they do well, and you can tell they're starting to get in a groove, figure out who does what well, and maximize that and accentuate that.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.